Crent, have you had a power bill this month?
I have. $23.30.
For the month?
For the month.
So that's month one of having a Tasmanian safer solar system on your roof.
Spot on. Down from about 300 this time of year.
So you've saved about $280 for the month.
Spot on.
Wowee. Do you reckon maybe our listeners would like a saving like that?
You're mad if you don't. They've got to call up now.
They do. So they go to the link in our bio and use code Baron to let them know that we sent you, and they're going to do you a cracking deal. That's Tasmania Safer Solar. Welcome back to the Baron Files podcast. I'm getting louder and louder.
Fucking oath.
I'm getting more and more excited.
I don't know why.
Well, I'm excited because it was only about a minute in and we realised that I hadn't pressed record.
We didn't realise. I fucking realised. I can't believe you continue to forget to press record when recording a podcast.
Do you know what I don't understand? Is it why that I have to go and turn the cameras on, turn the lights on,
because you like to do it,
record? Why can't you do something?
Because you like to do it your way. If I walked over there, I'd walk there wrong.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you would.
Totally fucking
exactly.
up. I just love how you just forget to press record when one record. You're like, what else do you? Have you ever
what else do I
ever gone to a gig?
I've got to play the sponsors bit.
Yeah, I know. But have you ever gone to a gig to play guitar and not taking your guitar in the past? Have you ever forgotten your guitar? You have
many times.
Yeah.
No, I haven't really.
Does make me nervous. Imagine if you're in the army and just on the front line. You go, oh, fuck. You want to bring
gun.
a spare gun? And a pair of pants?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You've sworn
funny.
already.
I know.
Probably 15 times so far.
In fairness, you've ruined my day again. We've wasted our best 67 seconds of material.
A guy who was supposed to be here at 5 p.m.
Got here at 5:17.
You did not.
Ish.
That is an absolute lie. It was at 5:27.
5:23. I drove in the driveway.
Now, and then you sat on the phone for 4 minutes.
I know. I was busy.
Yeah, so
Incredibly busy and popular human. Not my fault the human race can't get enough of this.
do we want to speak about the table, Crent?
We do want to mention the table, Nave. She's pretty impressive.
It looks good with the epoxy on it.
It does, yeah. You've got
resin. The resin.
I put
over it, yeah.
You've got many nicknames, but I think Scotty Cam is probably more than fair.
Well,
your new handy nature.
Very handy.
It's funny though, blokes get older. What do they say? They either get obsessed with their lawn, smoking meat, or handyman duties.
I'm kind of doing all of them.
Yeah. You've always been a dabbler.
I love mowing my lawn. It's just too big, this one.
Yeah.
I'd love to move to I want property, right? Like a reasonable sized property.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just don't mow it.
No, with a small area that I do maintain myself, and then maybe just a couple of cattle.
Buy a goat.
Or a couple of sheep or a goat or something like that.
Yeah,
can do the rest. Just somewhere where, or even both Alfie and I can ride the motorbike around.
The steed.
Yes.
Yet to move.
Coming away this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, heading down to...
Make sure you don't fucking forget it.
Heading down to the brother and sister-in-laws in Redpar this weekend.
Redpar, yeah, right.
And, we'll be out motorbike riding pretty much all day because his kids... that's all they do. They live on the motorbike. They use the motorbike for the farm.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
and he's got two young kids that basically just follow him around everywhere he goes. They're quite good riders.
Perfect. Yeah,
it's good for Alfie because he can learn from them. And
that's right. There'd be a bit going on down at Redpar too.
Such as
fuck all.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. What happened down at Circular Head this weekend? I reckon they got their first win in WFL.
For
this
two
sport, I know, but they rolled East Devonport.
I haven't got this offhand, but I believe it was 2,443 days since their last senior victory. Keep in mind they were in recess for 2 or 3 years, but 2,500 days.
Yeah, but they've rolled.
And didn't they deliver the song with gusto? Did you watch the video?
No, I didn't see that.
Nah,
no.
Good on them. I hate seeing teams down for hours.
No, that's right. Yeah, we want to see that sort of. We want to see, lose people records broken or whatever it is, or droughts broken sort of thing.
Right.
So
there's nothing better than a drought being.
Yeah, but I mean, Stenport haven't been.
Who?
Stenport. East Devonport. You never heard it called Stenport?
No.
Yeah. East Devonport haven't been great.
Most of my friends have a fully functioning brain, though.
Yeah, okay. Well, East Devonport haven't been great in recent years, so...
Well, they haven't existed.
Exactly, so that's what I mean. But they weren't great before that either.
We
kind of want them to be getting some wins as well, but...
Hopefully they get a win at some point.
One team at a time, eh?
Hopefully they get a win at some point. Yeah, fucking oath. Yeah. But, what was we talking about before you started about the football? I had something to say. Oh, we'll talk about your handyman duties.
Oh, yes, the
very,
table.
very incredible. I'm a bit worried about the back half, but we're going to get there, are we? Or?
No, so what it is, I did the coat, and then there was a few bits that sort of it soaked into the timber a little bit.
Does that?
So then there was a few bits that sort of weren't covered.
Yep.
And I can't just paint straight over it with the resin. You've got to sort of sand it back a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
And so I decided
Need a rough surface.
Yeah, need a rough surface. Yeah. And so I sanded, parts, bits, pieces here and there, and then I mixed up the resin and went, oh shit, I don't have enough. So I've it's a bit rough sawn there, but that's okay. It needs a bit more of a sand anyway.
Everything in camera though looks fantastic though.
It does. That's what I've done. I've made sure that everything in shot.
Absolutely spot
looks
on.
Good. So
well done. Well done. How was your weekend?
Well, my whole week has been very busy, basically doing this. I've done some new style content. I actually did a video on did a video on how my diet went. My carnivore diet went.
Yeah, right. Who was that for?
Just me.
Oh, you just decided to.
I've decided that I'm going to do just a few videos here and there for me. Just for
Baron the life coach. I can see the offshoot here where you
not
fucking
a life
go.
coach. Crent.
Follow me.
Not a
one of them
life
ones.
coach.
Give me $80 a day and I'll fix your life.
Absolutely.
Take these vitamins. You got to be one of them people.
No,
Fucking hell.
No, I am going to do a review on. I used the Rocks pre-workout.
Rocky Maivia. What was it like?
Zoa.
Oh yeah. No, Zoa's an energy drink, isn't it?
Yeah, pre-workout.
Right.
Thank you.
Apologies.
Right. So he's got the pre-made, like the pre-mixed Zoa cans.
Yep.
Which I don't like pre-mixed cans, so I haven't tried that. But I was in the supplement store the other day and he had tubs of it, the powder. And I went, oh, that's up my alley.
Yeah.
Because I take lots of pre-workouts.
Yep. Just don't do the working out.
Sometimes I just take the pre-workout, get to the gym and go, can't bother, and then turn around and go out.
Go through back and drive through.
Yeah. Have not done that on the Zoa. The Zoa's been quite good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with it.
So I've always wondered, is there a lot of science behind that? I always thought it was a bit of placebo pre-workout.
Look, I agree with that too. Yeah, but there is a chemical in it called
heroin,
beta-alanine. Beta-alanine or beta-alanine.
Yep.
And it gives you it just gives you these tingles down your back. And that's the bit that I like. It's like, ooh. It's like
I imagine that's good for you.
No, neither can I. But I'm not doing it for health, Crent. I'm doing it for a buzz.
Not to worry about the long-term, Crent.
Yeah, that's the buzz that you get, and that's what I like. So things with lots of beta-alanine in it. But apparently it's quite good for hydration, beta-alanine too. So that does have some health benefits, I think.
I've never really touched it. We should do an experiment. Next time I want to go for a run or do something, I'll smack a bit of pre-workout in and just see how I feel.
You can't have the Zoa though because it's too expensive.
Really?
It's nearly $4 Australian per serve.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Cost me $85 for a tub of 25 serves. And I was like, whoa.
There is a reason they reckon The Rock's going to be wrestling's second billionaire, though.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
He's not mucking around. Yeah. Net worth in the hundreds of millions.
Oh, so it should. Like he's just one of those guys that I can get behind. I can just I get motivated.
We used to be friends.
I won't say that a lot of I don't like all of his movies. Like Tarzan was not Tarzan. What's it?
Black Adam.
No. Hercules. Rubbish.
That was a long time ago.
It was rubbish.
Yeah.
But he promoted it for a very, very long time.
Well, as you would. You don't expect to come out and say this is shit, don't watch it.
No, I know, but I mean, do you run around saying how epic it is and then you get there and watch it?
But if you're in it, you probably think it's good.
Maybe.
Like us in this podcast.
That's true. But I like all of his other movies and that. And I think he's a bit of a one-trick pony, like with the character in a movie.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be in the remake of Gone with the Wind or
No.
soon.
But I like that character. So
yeah, I do. I think he's commands a lot of respect. And that look he gives in, he has the same look in the first scene of every movie.
Yeah, that's it.
Just that I've arrived and just...
The distant gaze.
There's just the fearful. Yeah, 100%.
I do.
I was a massive wrestling fan as a kid, and I've always been a huge fan of The Rock. He's one of my favourite people to follow on the planet.
Yeah, and so a lot of people don't.
LeBron James.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. No, look, LeBron James is obviously a very good basketballer. Toupee fell off the other day, which is a bit embarrassing for him. But,
incredible human, though.
No, good on him. But The Rock, a lot of people don't like wrestling because, it's fake and all this sort of stuff. Now, it's not fake, it's scripted.
It's actually seen a fair resurgence of wrestling. It is massive.
Oh, it's huge.
Like it is,
it's
the industry has gone through it.
Yes, we know it's scripted and that sort of stuff, but, you climb up on that top rope and jump off it. As soon as you start climbing
up. A
forward flip and land on someone, either one of you or both of you are going to get hurt.
Like the old Jeff Hardy Swanton bomb. That was pretty full on.
And the guys, they do injuries and then they've got to come out and fight the next night. It's not a once a week thing or a once a month thing. Yes, there's only one pay-per-view a month or whatever it is, but they're night after night after night.
A lot of the guys, they have a really serious wellness program now, concussion protocol and drug policy and everything, but like anything. But a lot of the guys who, 70s, 80s, 90s, I've watched a few docos, they're physically fucking broken. their bodies.
Yeah,
Like, they just
absolutely.
haven't had a good life.
No.
And a lot of them died quite young.
Yeah.
They have a crazy habit of people passing away young.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Does that not have a silent function on it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing about The Rock is he's probably wasn't the best wrestler, or technique wise, but there was no one better than him on the microphone.
Oh no, he could sell it. He was incredible in that regard.
You've got your few that were just great.
Yeah.
Stone Cold, The Rock.
Yeah.
Even Triple H.
Massive. Yeah.
They were huge.
Runs it now, Triple H.
Well,
Chief Creative Officer or some shit.
Hasn't got the most horrible wife in the world. Big fan.
I remember when I was a kid, I was very, very confused one day because she went from being an A cup to a D cup in a fortnight. Come here.
Yeah, she actually has her own podcast as well now.
Does she?
Yeah, TV show. I think she's interviewing wrestlers, ex-wrestlers.
TV show or podcast?
I'm not sure. It's definitely filmed. It might be like this sort of thing.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't be anywhere near as professional as this.
No, don't have a table like this.
No, well, they wouldn't have resin on their
a podcast
table.
table like this.
Be some bodgy old second-hand one from the
but
wrestlers.
she is definitely doing something there.
Yeah, okay.
In the space.
Yeah, right.
But Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, perfect.
Very, very.
Oh, a fan?
Very big fan.
Yeah, okay.
She was definitely my favourite.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was more of a Trish Stratus operator.
Yeah, I liked Trish as well, but
Lita?
there was just something about. No, Lita was a bit
Bogan?
trashy.
Yeah,
Bogan,
that was her character.
Yeah, it was her character.
But
Trish
Stratus. Yeah, she. Ooh.
Yeah. Anyway, moving
have a
along.
spell for a minute?
Right along,
Can we have a
Crent.
spell?
We do have some female listeners that might not appreciate
Yeah,
that.
no.
But
Personality we'll talk about, of course. Like
Personality,
really
yeah.
dynamite on the microphone.
Yeah.
I was going to mention.
Stephanie probably had one only people in the world have a more annoying voice than me.
That was her character, though. I
Yeah.
think she ran with that, yeah. But, there was a few good ones. Remember Ashley Massaro?
No.
She was top notch. Anyway,
moving on.
My wife was away on the weekend, Nate. She had a couple of days off.
I spoke to your wife
Went
today.
to Melbourne, or Melvin,
Yes,
as my
she
son
did,
calls it.
yes.
And, it's great. She needs to go away and have a couple of days herself. The one thing that annoys me about parenthood is that you're in the kitchen,
Children.
right? Making like 3 peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah.
And your other child is not
something.
hungry at all.
Yeah.
And there's no interest in having anything to eat. As soon as you exit the kitchen and want to do something, all of a sudden he's starving to the point stomach is going to collapse upon itself.
Did you get that?
And can't go, I told you.
Yeah.
And then you
No.
feel bad. You've got to get them something. But I fucking told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst thing, I reckon, about dating.
I don't get it. Doesn't happen to me.
Doesn't happen to you?
No,
Yeah, okay.
Alfie's pretty good. Like I say, Alfie, you hungry? No, thanks. And then I've got I know I've got an hour.
Yep.
And before he comes out and says, hey, no, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
An hour's, he doesn't get there and look at his watch. But it's, if he's not hungry, he's not hungry.
Yeah,
and then,
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yep. That's fair, mate. Very good.
How was your week, mate?
Yeah, right. Yeah, done that. Easter this weekend. I actually got Friday off to look after kids, and I've actually worked it. I get 3 long weekends in a row because this weekend's Easter, and then the following one's Anzac Day Friday. So
Oh, really?
nailed it.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm going on holidays the week after
I have
that.
to work this weekend.
I don't.
Friday and Saturday I've got to work. But,
Oh, they're good. Just Good Friday, and why don't they have Good Friday off? Surely they can stop for a fucking day. I'm gonna have a word with them.
Please do.
Straight into some content, Nove.
What do we got this week?
I got some pretty good viral memes. Well, I reckon they're pretty good. By the way, Andrea sent in and loved the Lamborghinis joke with the shoes.
Oh,
That was
Andrea,
absolute
what have you
brilliant.
done here?
I don't know if she's taking the piss, but I think she genuinely liked it. So I was still laughing about it.
I didn't
When'd she
think it
come
was
through?
that good. I was pretty disappointed with that
Oh,
one.
mate, I still think it's
Given
funny.
because I'll just let the listeners know, prior to the podcast starting last week, for maybe the second time or the first time, I'm not sure, because of the record issue, but he was cacking. He was like a little schoolgirl, just laughing. I'm like, what's he laughing at?
I do enjoy basic humour. It is the best kind, I reckon. Just people just...
I love a pun. I love a pun. That's one of my favourite things is a pun. I just didn't think those ones were very good.
Lamborghinis, you didn't like it?
No, there was another one that was all right though.
Futsabishis.
Futsabishis.
Still.
Yeah, come on.
I'm going to find it again and just run through it
No,
again.
don't.
I don't think you got it.
Don't.
Did you hate it when you say something funny? You go, oh, you didn't get it. No, dude, it's shit.
I do.
I understand. It's just dog shit. Couple of viral memes, though, Nave.
Righto, what do we got?
Um,
Make me laugh this week.
This one's good. This one says, if you were in a room with all of your sexual partners, what would you say to them? One bloke commented. First thing I would say was, sorry, I'm not better looking and my performance was below par. Below your already extremely low expectations. The first comment was, Please disregard the goat, at least until you hear the full story.
Far better.
Far better?
Far better.
Did you buy that one? Very good. Very good. This is poor old Suzanne Bell. She's wrote into a DIY on a budget page on Facebook. Mm-hmm. She's written, my front entrance is quite dark. What can I do to lighten it up and make it more inviting? Old George has wrote, shave it.
Where did I see that? Did you post that?
He's written, sorry. Possibly.
Yeah, I might have seen that because I might have seen it on our page.
Possibly, yeah. There's a few there.
I had a bit of a laugh at that. I almost took a screenshot of it to bring in tonight. Forgot to. So, yeah.
I quite like that one. And then we're straight into I think you're going to like these. I don't want to talk it up, but we got some nicknames sent in for you, Nath. So someone sent me sent us a thread off Facebook, and I don't mind these ones. So hear me out.
Yeah.
My mate's dad loves boxing and he's a landscaper. The boys call him Manny Patio.
Oh, Pacquiao. I'm thinking, how's it going? So he loves boxing and he's a landscaper.
Call him Manny Patio. I thought that was pretty good.
That's all right, yeah.
When you were Sparky, he looked like Elton John. Everyone called him Socket Man. See, we're getting somewhere.
Socket Man.
You wanted to throw that in. You'd go and break into chorus.
Yeah. I like that song. That's a good song.
Yeah, they're all good songs, mate. I reckon Elton's fantastic. He has some rippers.
I don't think all of his songs are that good. But
most of them are quite good.
Yeah,
quite
the movie Rocket Man's good.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. Yeah. Bit full on in a couple of scenes there, Crent.
Yeah.
Some of the things that I don't want to see.
Not down your path?
Not up my alley.
Nah, well,
if you will.
Don't knock it till you try it, so they say.
That's true. I haven't, yeah.
As Jim Jeffrey said.
I think it's fair that we should be allowed to knock one down to curiosity.
one
or two.
Oh, well, when you're on an airplane, it's totally forgivable, of course.
Count up there, but yeah.
As Jim Jeffrey says, he'd have to grind his teeth through the sex, but it'd be nice to split a bill every now and then. That would have its advantages.
Oh,
and we're not
snorted.
Not at all knocking. I couldn't give a fuck who you sleep with.
No, you do what you want. You do what you want. But I like that. That's good.
That's not bad, is it? This is one from Darren. He's gone with we work with a woman called Linda. She actually put petrol in our works van one day. From now on, everyone calls her Lynn Diesel.
You know I love the Vin Diesel ones, don't you? Yeah.
Pretty special.
Because I still call beers Tin Diesel.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
And Lynn Diesel, that's good. So did you say she put diesel?
She put petrol in the diesel.
Petrol in the diesel, yeah.
And she's,
you know a little bit about that.
I know of someone that done it.
Yeah.
Mate, I reckon in my working life, I know 30 people that have done it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it happens a lot.
I don't know one.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Thankfully, he's very intelligent. Just was allowed to have a slip up on the odd day because his brain is so highly strung and powerful.
Look, I mean, I'm just counting down the days till I do it.
Yeah, me too. Now, a few more. We had a lad in our class at school. We called him Diarrhea Dave. He didn't actually shit himself, but he was the only one that could spell it.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I just thought you know where it's going. Flipped it a little bit. One of my dad's mates' name was Wayne Bruce. His mates called him Man Bat.
Why is that?
Wayne Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I know Bruce Wayne. What's the Man Bat, though?
Well, Batman.
Oh! I do not know.
We got there.
Why I didn't get that straight away.
Took a while. Oh, fucking hell. There's a few more beauties. My husband was in the RAF where nicknames were given constantly before the PC thing happened. One of the first females to go through flight training kept failing a test, but they kept putting her through them as they had a quota to fulfill of females. She got nicknamed Emu. Ugly bird, can't fly.
Oh, that's nasty.
I hope she was in on it.
What are your thoughts on this quota thing of getting...
Garbage, best available.
Yeah. Best available every time.
If there's 100 positions and there's 100 females that are the best, they get the job.
They get the jobs, that's it.
But I don't, garbage. Yeah. Boards now. Tasmanian government won't provide funding if your board doesn't have 40%, I think, female representation or male representation.
That's just stupid.
Dumb, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you got to forgo someone who's really talented because they're not the right gender.
Yeah.
The pure essence of discrimination.
Yes, exactly that.
100%.
Exactly that.
Fucking hell. I used to work with a guy who had a problem with his spine, which meant that one arm seemed to hang lower than the other. His nickname was the Speed Skater. It's creative, isn't it? I like that one. Fucking hell.
Jeez.
There's a few more. I probably won't run through them all, but
Yeah, I'm glad.
you're getting sick of it already.
No, I'm not sick of it. It's all right.
Anyway, we had two Spanish labourers on our work site. One was called Jose, and no one could pronounce the other one's name, so we called him Jose.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah. I think that's actually a joke, that one.
Yeah, I
that was a
understand
joke
that.
from you.
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
actually real, that one.
Oh, I'm
Not
sure
real
there's a
name.
lot of people taking a few luxuries.
Yeah,
here,
I
but-
believe so.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right. I just want to run past these two. I don't mind him. We had an apprentice at work. He was called Bluetooth because he's useless unless he's paired with someone. And a bloke at work only had 4 fingers. We called him Kit Kat.
Oh, yeah.
You're with me now.
Yeah. That last one wasn't that good, I don't think.
Nah, that's the beauty zone.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the nicknames. Popular segment last week, Nate. We went popular TV shows.
Yes, we did, yes.
So now we've had the same thing, popular movies of all time.
So
Just looks
Shawshank
like
Redemption.
it's in there,
Of course,
believe it or not. The
yes.
Wizard of Oz is in there.
Really?
Jaws.
Jaws?
Didn't you like Jaws?
No.
I thought Jaws was great.
Fuck that, mate. It scared the fucking ocean out of me.
Now you live by the ocean.
Oh, I live right next to the sea. And,
Hey, what's your address again?
No, I only just started swimming in the ocean this summer.
I'm still not a big fan of it.
No,
I paddle, but I don't
I
really.
make sure that there's someone out deeper than me.
Hopefully one of your kids.
Yeah, no, I never do that. But no, I make sure that there's someone out there that's further out than me that a shark can just snavel up before they get to me.
They'd probably see you and think a bit more of a feed, though.
Yeah,
too.
true.
Actually, that reminds me of a Chris Judd analogy. He always says about it's like if he used to compare, people say you get nervous for grand finals. He said, yeah, I did. He said, but everyone gets nervous. You'll be less nervous than the opposition.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like being lost in the woods and running from a bear.
just gotta
Now,
be
if you outrun the
faster.
bear, you've got to be faster than your mate.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
I've always liked that one. But Inception, that was one with
That had
Leonardo
Leonardo
in it. Yeah, that was okay.
I
but
didn't.
yeah.
I think. I don't know. When I watched it, I just wasn't in the mood for a movie, and it kind of went over my head a bit.
Yeah, you had to follow. This one's a bit controversial. Some people love it. Pulp Fiction. Did you like Pulp Fiction?
I'm not. To be honest, I like some Quentin Tarantino movies, others not. I mean, I don't mind that one.
I actually honestly watched it for the first time 3 or 4 years ago, Pulp Fiction.
Oh, really?
Properly.
No, I watched it,
quite didn't mind it.
Yeah, I mean,
I quite didn't mind
Do you know, I actually don't think I've ever seen the movie start to finish.
Yeah, okay.
Like I've seen like
Well, it doesn't actually
start
matter
to
what
middle and then like
Doesn't matter what order you watch it in.
no,
it's all
it all ties in. I understand
it's all
that.
cut and fucking. Fight Club in the top 30 movies of all time. Fight Club was good, but
It's far more popular than it should be. Fight Club too.
it's got one of them cult followings. Like,
No, I mean like no one was supposed to speak.
oh
about
well,
it.
that's right. Yeah, everyone fucked
and
up.
then they spoke about it so much they made a fucking movie about it.
He's really missed there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodfellas. That's a good movie. Gangster.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Al Pacino.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, no, that's good. Lord of the Rings. You watch Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, the trilogy. Which one? Is it all three of them? They've just packaged them in as
The Fellowship of the Ring. Was that the
that's
first
the
one?
first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't watch a second of Lord
The
of the Rings.
second one's the one I've watched the most. I think. Yeah.
I just couldn't get too excited about it. There was
I didn't.
bizarre-
I like that kind of movie. I don't mind. that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Then there's some older ones. The sort of One Flew Over the
Gladiator?
Cuckoo's Nest. No.
Braveheart.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump's fantastic.
Forrest Gump is a fantastic
Forrest,
movie.
But Braveheart.
The Godfather.
So Braveheart's not in there.
Braveheart doesn't feature. Casablanca or Casablanca.
Braveheart
The Matrix is in there.
or Gladiator not in there.
No.
Two of the best movies ever.
This is one of my favourite movies of all time, The Dark Knight. That was one with the Joker, Heath
Don't
Ledger.
really go much on Man Bat.
Yeah, I'm a big Man Bat fan. I do like Man Bat. Star
I
Wars
don't like
Episode
Man
4.
Super that much either.
You don't like Man Yeah,
No.
I'm not...
Or Man Spider. More of
You
a
gotta
Thor
keep running
fan.
with
No,
this,
I'm not going to. More of a Marvel, I think. Was
Yeah, okay. No, I was a big Batman fan my whole life, and I love the movies. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, Star Wars is okay.
I haven't watched a second of that either.
Nah.
Never, ever in my life. It just does nothing for me.
Some of the older ones are okay.
I'm not one to pop people for liking it, like all the best here, but I just don't think.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing who wrote this list. I wouldn't
Well-
mind asking them to come around, jump on the podcast, and then slamming the door in their face.
I just wonder if there's any more controversial.
Hopefully
Star
with their
Wars,
fingers in the door so that they can't type stupid things like this again.
or
Like,
their cock. They won't do it again.
this is bad.
Star Wars Episode 4 was in it.
Where did you get this list from?
Singing in the Rain. Someone sent it in. Lawrence of Arabia.
Well, that someone. Stop listening.
Stop sending things in.
You are to no longer send things in.
Do not hit the send button.
Block that email. Or that,
But have you seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? That's a big movie.
No, I haven't seen it.
What's his name? Tommy Lee? Not Tommy Lee. Jack Nicholson, of course.
Yeah.
In his younger years, before he attended every
What
Lakers
about
game.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
That's not in there, no. But have you watched that?
Jesus. To Kill a Mockingbird?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Schindler's List. Have you
I
watched
haven't
Schindler's
seen that, but I've heard it's good.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I'm not big on.
Are you
sad
going to read them
movies.
all again or not?
Oh, we're just going
We
through
don't need
shit.
to read them all.
We're just talking about things.
Yeah.
I've never heard of 12 Angry Men. Have you?
No.
But no one was surprised, as you said. Shawshank Redemption featured.
Yeah,
Redemption.
but so that's really the only one that's featured that was probably worthwhile being in there.
I'd put The Dark Knight in one of my favourite movies of all
okay.
time. But and Pulp Fiction. Moving right along. What's the I like this one? What's the pettiest reason you stop sleeping with someone?
Because they're dry. No.
We're trying to clean things up a bit. Making way for some special guests the next few weeks, and you can come out with that.
Yeah.
One of them was I didn't like the smell of a hairspray.
Oh, now I see what they're saying. Yeah,
She didn't know Hawaii was a state.
Oh,
Gave the worst bridesmaid speech I've ever heard at the wedding.
so they've just cut them because they're no good at public
Some
speaking.
of the horrendous. Get this one. She had extremely long arms. We were doing doggy, and I asked her to pull her cheeks apart, and she reached around and pulled mine apart. They're fucking long arms.
That is a lot, or a short dick. Come on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This one's gone south.
It did. Yeah, quickly.
yeah,
I apologise.
yeah,
I did not
yeah.
mean for this to happen.
That is poor content. No, I'm joking.
Wow. And there's a few more here. This is people broke up with their partner. That got me excited, so I went and searched. This is people, poorest reason you broke up with someone. One bloke wrote she didn't know how to make scrambled eggs.
Well, if it's your favourite meal,
How do you not know how to make it?
well, you just chuck it in a pan and just do that.
That's
don't
what
you?
I do. Yeah, a bit of milk.
I've never made scrambled eggs because I don't like them that much. but
Yeah, I do.
I'm assuming you just crack an egg and just start stirring.
I just mix it up in a cup with a bit of milk and then just
Oh,
eat it with a fucking
so more like an omelette, and then
similar, but then
Yeah.
you just make it scrambled eggs. That's
Yeah,
what,
yeah, okay.
Or you can do it in a pot with. Yeah, somebody can put butter in it, but look, you really can't fuck it up. Scramble eggs.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's not hard.
it's got to
but-
come out mashed.
Yeah,
basically.
fucking oath. Pretty much, yeah. She had the same name as my sister. I liked her and tried, but I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, so I know a guy
That would, yeah, okay.
who married a girl with the same name as his sister. So then they were the same because his sister never married.
So she.
So they were forever the same. They've
Same
split
name.
now, but yeah, I do. Yeah.
See, why is it now pretty much any time anyone talks about something, you end up with, they're split up now? Like, do most people just fucking split up?
I think
just
it's
very
a
common,
part
isn't
of. It's probably our generation's more the ones that are splitting up.
They just, yeah.
I think our friend group though, I would say that 90% of them are still with
Yeah, I suppose.
their significant other.
Miserable as fuck. but
Yeah,
still.
absolutely. That's why we do a podcast. Podcasts are built on misery.
People sitting in their shed, getting all their hopes and dreams out of the microphone at once.
Yeah.
Wow. This is obviously from a female. She's gone with, he once ejaculated with his eyes open and crossed. It really freaked me out. I could
that
never get
would
the
be
picture.
a bit weird.
I could never get the picture of his face out of my mind after that.
That's his O face.
She's ditched him. Yeah, he's gone
That's
with
his,
the old
that's
eyes
his O
open and
face.
crossed.
Oh no, you can't do that.
You
Just
wouldn't be
close
doing
your
that.
eyes. Just
Look at the way or do something.
don't make eye contact with anyone.
And if you know you're going to do that,
when
find a
you're
way
on that
around
stroke.
it.
Yeah, that's it. Look
He
out the
might
window.
not know.
Oh shit.
He might not know.
Yeah, you don't know because I don't know what mine looks like
No, well, you shouldn't really.
because
should
I
you?
close my eyes.
Yeah.
Because my mother raised me not to be a moron.
I was worried where you're going to bring your mum into that, actually.
Mum taught me.
My mum taught
No.
Oh, no.
not
I
having
can't
that,
we
no.
can't be handling that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. This one, they raised the toll 75 cents going across the bridge I had to hit to get to her, and it wasn't worth it
Oh,
anymore.
that is fantastic. That's a well worth reason.
well worth it.
They cost you enough money as it is.
Yeah.
So you don't need to be paying tolls as well.
Extremely hard to
Yep,
manage.
no,
Yep,
get
well
rid
and
of it.
truly.
Yep.
This one does annoy the piss out of me. I'm not sure if I could leave a relationship, but when making tea, you shouldn't stir it, but just clank the spoon noisily against each side of the cup.
Yeah. What is with that?
Why? It's just making unnecessary
Just
noise.
stir.
Just annoying
stir.
everyone.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's how it's designed. The water will do its job if you allow it to fucking.
I remember years ago, right, when Meg and I first ever got together.
Poor
She
girl.
was still an apprentice jeweler at the time.
Yep.
and her trade school was in Melbourne, and I had a few days off work, so I went over. She was in Melbourne doing trade school. I went over for the weekend to meet her friends that she does trade school with. Right? Long story, I know. But I was asleep in bed the next morning, and she had to get up early to go to her last day of school. And I woke up to this ting, ting, ting. I'm thinking, what the fuck is that noise? I've looked, and then she's sitting there she's sitting there in the room, and she's eating a bowl of cereal, and she's trying to be quiet. So she's putting the spoon in really slowly, and it's just making the ting go ting. She'd be better off just to go, get straight in and get out, like, you know what I mean? Like,
in and out, yeah.
But it was like hitting one of those Chinese bells.
Yeah.
Dong. It's just like...
Yeah, I can fucking imagine. Yeah, that is annoying. Yeah. But it is true, though. They get up in the morning and you're in bed.
Oh, mate.
Marching band going through your lounge room.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I am as quiet as a mouse.
Yeah.
I come home, she goes, oh, what time did you get home last night? You know, stuff like that. Because she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Fuck, mate. I know when she's in the house and I'm asleep. Usually the vacuum. Usually she decides that we probably vacuum the house or the bedrooms and that once a week or probably once a fortnight, if that.
Yeah, okay.
It's usually the morning that I've decided to have a sleep in. Oh, sorry, I had to get it done. Well, you didn't, did you?
Just running it into every door and bed.
Like the kids don't play in their bedrooms; they play in the lounge.
Really,
rooms.
they don't spend a lot. They don't sleep in there.
So all the traffic, and basically we all just sleep in our bedrooms. That's it. There's no TVs in any of our rooms.
Really,
there's nothing like that. Bed is for sex and sleep, right? Mostly the latter. Mostly the latter. But so there's not a lot of traffic in our bedroom, so we don't have to do it that often. So I was like, well, you didn't. You could have left this another 6 months.
You could have left this another hour.
Yeah, that's
like,
it.
it's not life or death that you do that and make that fucking racket right now.
Unbelievable, mate.
But Jesus
Unbelievable,
Christ. Yeah. This is the last one. I promise.
Okay.
He used water in his cereal instead of milk.
That's fucked.
That is queer.
Yep.
Who would do that?
Straight out the fucking
That is
door,
disgusting.
Yep.
I couldn't even fathom why you would want to do that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go.
I have some hot water on Wheat Bix and milk. If I'm having hot Wheat Bix, like I'll put some boiling water in it and milk because I like it hot. I don't like Wheat Bix cold.
Put them in the microwave then, Crent.
Why would I do that?
So you don't have to water it down.
Well, it's not really watering it down.
You are. It is watering it down because you're putting water in it.
Yeah,
that is the exact definition of watering something down.
Sucked up by the biscuity Wheat Bix.
It is watered down because it is water, Crent.
Water is a component.
Let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
Are you milk first or cereal first?
Cereal first? Who puts milk in first?
Well, I do.
Do people do that?
Not long ago, well, it was actually a couple of years ago now, I reacted to a video of multiple people that said it was milk first.
You don't know how much milk you're going to need, though.
Exactly, thank you.
You cater for the fucking...
I don't even eat cereal, and it still bothers me.
I don't eat it much, but yeah,
I don't think I haven't had cereal for probably 10 years.
At all?
At all, no.
I don't mind every now and then, but very rarely. I love a good Sultana brand. Very underrated cereal, Sultana brand.
Look, and Cocoa Pops are delicious. Oh, that's a lie. No, I had some of Alfie's Cocoa Pops probably about a year ago.
I snuck them in.
Yeah, sorry, I know I did. Sorry, as soon as I said that, I went, oh, yeah. Look, cereals are delicious, but I guess I've just chosen a non-sugary breakfast.
One of those things, I was going to say, one of those things that for some reason we were told for a very long time cereal was good for you.
It's not.
And pretty much none of them are fucking good for you.
Honestly, we have been taught.
I think like Special K in one of them.
There's a lot of foods that we've been taught that are good for you, and it's not like. I remember one time I was having steak for breakfast, right? And Meg, this is well before we'd gone into diets and that sort of stuff. I was having a steak. She goes, what are you doing? I said, having breakfast? Why? She goes, steak for breakfast. I said, yeah, why? Steak's not breakfast. I said, well, it is.
I'm breaking my fast.
And I said,
so it is breakfast.
What? I said, well, what is breakfast then? And she goes, well, like cereal or toast. I said, what kind of cereal did they have 5,000 years ago? For hundreds of millions of years, we didn't eat cereal.
Yeah, that's right.
For breakfast, all right? So why is it all of a sudden now cereal's a breakfast? It's because it's marketing. Marketing wins all.
100%.
Marketing wins
all.
all.
The other thing that I'm not sure is right, I probably should Google it, but someone told me a big bowl of Nutri-Grain actually has more sugar than a Big Mac and a can of Coke.
A big what?
Big Mac and a can of Coke.
Well, a Big Mac wouldn't have much sugar in it. Probably the bun, that's about it.
Oh, well. Yeah, Coke would have fuck that sugar.
Yeah, Coke does. So, yeah. So and possibly, there's a lot of sugar
content
in,
or the bad content.
As far as I know, there's a lot of sugar in Nutri-Grain, but there's a lot of sugar in most cereals, even the ones with dried fruit and that. Well, dried fruit has sugar, so
yeah, they're dreadful.
Yeah.
Dreadful. Moving right along.
So try the carnivore. No, do as you please. But
try the carnivore.
The carnivore worked for me. So
I'll have a look at it. Taco Bell's Aussie operator to sell or close all stores. Taco Bell's pulling the pin on Australia.
Really? I didn't even know we had Taco Bell here.
Me neither. The parent company's announced plans to close or sell off its national network of stores. Collins Foods, which people are nervous because they also operate hundreds of KFC locations in Australia, said in a statement to investors it has decided to exit the Taco Bell business. If a buyer isn't found within a year, the group said it will consider exit options, but there are no plans to close any KFC locations at this stage. What could you not live without if they got rid of it as far as takeaway in Australia, do you reckon?
You've thrown this one on me. There isn't really one. Like I said, I've just done.
Yeah.
I've literally just done 75 days takeaway free, and I didn't miss it at all.
And do you reckon it worked?
I still actually haven't been to a takeaway.
I was going to say, so you reckon it did break the habit?
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
I still haven't been to Macca's or KFC since.
Yeah, wow. I don't eat that at all. Though. I wouldn't have been there for years to have a meal.
I used to. I like the taste of all of those.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do. I really like McDonald's.
I like
really
the chips.
Hungry
That's about
Jack's.
it. But, yeah.
I really like their burgers.
Hungry Jack's have a nice burger.
I love KFC. I love it all. I really do like it. But I know that it's not great for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, do
you get the guilt up after you
That is actually
have
a bit of a lie too, because I did go to Macca's because I was buying just the patties. If I was out and about, or if Alfie was having Macca's for lunch or whatever, sometimes I'd just get 3 of the patties.
Really?
Yeah, but they're not.
Aren't they like that fucking thick though?
You get the Angus beef ones.
Yeah,
they're a bit thicker. But they say they're 100% beef. I tend not to agree with that.
Could you just get them and some slices of cheese?
Yeah, can do. Yep.
Yeah,
but I just got those.
Yep.
And that was filling enough for me anyway.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I haven't gone and had a full meal from McDonald's or KFC for a very long time, and I haven't missed it that much though.
No, but it's extremely popular. KFC's got a cult-like following, I reckon. People are just dedicated.
People have even so with a couple of them, we've even given them nicknames like Colonel,
Dirty Bird.
Yep. Mickey D's.
Mickey D's is a big one. Golden Arches.
Golden Arches. What HJ's? What has he got?
It's Burger King everywhere else.
Yeah, it is Burger King everywhere else.
Yeah, it's special here, but same logo. But.
Yeah, I think they've all got their cult following.
Yeah,
so McDonald's don't sell burgers. They don't sell fast food. They sell happiness. They do, man. Like you look at all their ads.
Yeah, that's true.
They're all happy, mate. They've got a meal called the Happy Meal.
Yeah, true that.
Kids. Now they sell happiness. That's what they sell. So
yeah, very true.
Yeah,
very true. That's it for me, Nave, for the potty.
We're all done then.
Yeah, we're all done.
It was a bit chatty.
A bit light on tonight.
But it was a bit chatty, that one. It wasn't really
chatty.
like a...
No, just an informal chat.
Yeah.
Between friends.
Yeah. No, that's all right.
No friends within earshot, but we had a chat.
No, that's it. All right, well, we'll see you all for sport at a later date because Crent's decided that we're not doing sport tonight.
Oh, I just didn't have... Yeah.
Because he's ill-prepared.
No, I just decided to... It didn't feel right this evening, but we'd put it off to next time.
Is that what you reckon?
Yeah. That and I hadn't done it.
Ill-prepared.
I'll let you guess which one was the most vital. But
yeah, that's right. All right. Righto! Thanks for listening to episode 56. Don't forget to go and follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube pages. YouTube, you can see all full episodes. Come and have a look at our brand new table. It's fantastic. I've done it myself. We love you all. See you all soon.